Hello again. So I'm going to continue with my pot plant pours as I'm enjoying them so much. This time I won't lift it and show you because it took me ages to get it there. But this time I have actually put my pot plant pot onto a piece of blue tack. Excuse me, I'm just getting a hair out of there. I don't know how stable it is. And it could very well tip sort of onto one side while I'm pouring paint into it. So this is just another experiment I'm trying because I just wanted to lift it a little bit off the ground. The other thing I have done is I have poured, I've got 4 colours here. I've got yellow, I'm trying a new yellow. This one is Frenchville Yellow Deep. So I'm hoping it's a bit more opaque and won't get lost in the other colours. I have got my South Ocean Green, which is also Frenchville, and then I've got 2 Montmartre colours here. I've got turquoise and I have got ultramarine blue. And with those colours I have also got titanium white. So I'm going to start with the white and I'm going to pour the other colours through and see what I get. I have added 2 drops of coconut milk, anti-breakage serum, which of course is dimethicone, to each of the colours but not the white. So I've got my gloves on and now I'm going to remove the plant pot straight down onto the plastic. It's stuck down with blue tack, so it's just going to be a little difficult to lift. There we are. Before I tilt this time, I'm going to torch. There we go, and now I'm going to tilt, and I will fast forward the video as you will already know what sort of tilting is and what I do. It's a very pleasant pattern. I'm really impressed with the yellow. It seems to be a lot better than the yellows I have been using previously. I will just touch up these corners, use the paint at the bottom and just give them a little helping hand. Yellows I've had in some previous pours lately. I have been using different brands, all of them reasonably priced. But nothing I've used other than adding some metallic or some gold to it has managed to keep the yellow bright and vibrant. But in this painting so far, the colours are certainly looking vibrant, and the yellow has not managed to disappear underneath everything else. So that is the Frenchville brand, which is available from Spotlight, and it's called Yellow Deep. And it was $3.50 on special for a 75ml tube, so I think I am going to be very impressed with that. Normal price is $5, but if I can get it on special again for $3.50, I will certainly be doing that and getting 2 or 3 tubes to put aside because that yellow has come out very nicely. Okay. Trying to decide what I really want to do here. I want to still go with the yellow, but I like the aqua, but I think I might still give it a bit more of a tilt and take it off this end. I'm not sure whether to take it off just one corner or take it right down. So I'll move it and see what happens and whether I like it or not. as I'm doing it. Okay, well, it's certainly come out very bright. Of course, my next thought is that I would really like to do a swipe over that to see what I can get. I would of course be opting for a black swipe because of the vibrant colours there and the dimethicone, the cells that are there. So I think that might be my next step. I've got a piece of plastic. It's just a cover from a folder that I had. I save and recycle as much as possible, and it was on a spiral folder. It's still got the spiral holes in the ends, but I held it across and it seems to be the right size, and it's weighty enough to hold down. And I've got my good black paint, so I'm just going to drizzle it across the top and do a swipe. Okay. I'll just have a look and see how much of that has gone over the sides. Okay, it's gone all the way over. So I'd better hurry up and put this down before I lose any more of it. Now getting this dead on is going to be fun because it's just the right width. So just lay it down like so and pull it down the picture gently. I've only done this once before, so I'm still very nervous about it. It's looking quite good so far. Actually, I might just give it another swipe, I think. I might just get away with turning it over and swiping from the other side. And I'll just give it another swipe. More like the colours I was after. Okay, and I missed a slight spot there, so I'll get a travel card and just run it from the top like so, and I'll do the same on the other edge. I'm quite impressed with that so far. I'm going to torch it now, see what happens. I must say I'm just a little bit pleased with that. That's what I call a swipe. It's not perfect by any means. I'm still learning. I've got a lot of learning to do, and I think I'll be doing so until I'm about 90. But I'm very, very pleased with how that's come out. I've done my little pour with my colours and then done the swipe across it, and it's come out very effectively. So of course I knew I couldn't just leave it like that. I would want to try doing a little balloon fairies dip, because it's just the perfect type of picture for that. So I'm going to have a go now at making some little, I've got a little cut off piece of my latex glove still left, tied off with my piece with my cable tie, little cable tie. It's gone down a little, it was a bit bigger than that, but it should do for what I want to do. So I'm going to do some little dips. Just try them. Okay, that'll be enough of those. I don't want to cover it this time like I did last time, and most of them I'm quite happy with. Going over them again was probably a good idea because some of them tended to be like there's a lot less paint in that corner, and I couldn't even do one there because it's just about back to the canvas. But oh, I think that's come out quite well, so I will leave it now and move it so that I can do some cabochons. I've got everything set up now to do my cabochons. Right, I'm going to start with the earring size ones, which are the little 12mm glass cabochons, which look like that. It's the first one, it's quite pretty, it's stripy. And hopefully I've got a match for this one too. Yes, that is also stripy. Very pretty. So that's a pair of earrings pretty much straight off. Now what I want to do, of course, is to get a matching cabochon to go with it. So I will just get a plain one, probably round. Yes, I think that's a good idea. I'll grab my round cabochon. One that I've got that hasn't got any transfer on it. There. You can see that, and I will just dip that also in the stripy area to try and get a matching cabochon. It's not quite as stripy, but it's still a good match to the earrings, so I'm happy with that. So the next one I've got, I call my ghost tree. I'm going to find something that I can pop behind these to show you something dark. I've managed to find a black envelope that I can hold behind this so that you can see what it is, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to see it. That's it. I don't know how well you can see that there. That is a little white tree, which I'm going to give a dark background to so that it stands out. And there we are. That is done. And that actually is very, very good. I'm pleased with that. It's kind of almost like a swirly mist around the tree with the black background. I get some fantastic transfers for their 4 nails, of course. There are probably millions of them out there. It gives me a terrific choice of transfers to use. And my next one is going to be one of my favourites, of course, and that is the dolphin. I'll pop the black background behind that too so you can see it. There we are. And there is the dolphin. And I'm going to find something that the dolphin doesn't blend in with too much, but still looks as natural as possible. So probably over here in the aqua blue area, I will actually put the dolphin partially, I think, into the white. And there it is. The dolphin looks very happy there doing his thing. Right, I've got some larger oval ones than I normally use. They are 20 by 30mm. So I am going to and they're just plain, so I'm going to put one of those onto the stick now because I love the stripiness here. It's just stunning, and I want to get some of that onto just a plain cabochon, so I'm going to go for there. And hope that it turns out how I want it to. Oh yes. That has come out beautifully. Very pleased with that. And I've got another one of my love with a heart-eyed emoji. I don't know whether you can see the words for love there, of course, because they're written in black. So I'll take the background away and hold it down for you. You might be able to see that. but I'm going to give it a dark background. So I want to put the love part in light and the heart in dark. And I've got a lot to choose from, but I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to use. I think I might go for this area here because I do love the blues. I just hope the word love can still be read, because that seems to be the problem I'm having. I love it, but the word love is actually quite hard to see. Bit of a shame, but still it's very pretty. I'll see how it looks when it dries. Right, my next one is going to be flowers. I love my cabochons with the flowers on. So pretty. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's really, really nice. And I'm going to give that a sort of a mixed colour background that you can still see the flowers clearly, possibly more towards the black again, because it does make them look really stunning. There we are. That certainly has come out beautiful. I'm very, very pleased with that. And of course I'll show them all to you in another video in the future, dried, and with some sort of a bezel tray that they'll be going into. Okay, so now I have a black bird. And so I'm hoping to use some of the greens and yellows in the background of this one, because I think he'd look quite good sitting in the sort of greeny yellow area. So I want him to be actually sitting this way, right here, with some black underneath him. There we are. I don't know if you can see Mr. Bird there, but he's almost sitting on a branch across a stream. It's quite stunning. Very pleased with how that came out too. Right, so I'll just do another plain oval one. This time I've already put it onto the stack. And again, I want some of these beautiful colours here. So I might just try for, the stripy. Yeah, I will. I'll do it in here. Yes, beautiful. Just beautiful, almost like feathers coming out. I didn't bring it too close to the camera or you won't see it properly, but that really is very beautiful. Okay, well, it's time for me to call it a day. I could sit here all night covering cabochons with paint. I just enjoy it so much. So thank you very much again for joining me, and I'll see you next time.